with Love live show. I'm your host, Jeanette. Alongside me is my husband, Jose, our master keto chef.
How you doing? Happy Sunday, everyone. We're so happy to be here with you. And thank you for everyone that's joined us, both our online viewers as well as our live studio audience. We're very excited.
Amen to that, yes. And thank you for joining us. Today is our second episode of our new season, and we have an exciting recipe for you all. I can't wait for you guys to check out what we have in store for you today. And our new exciting recipe, we're going to join you with also a new drink. Well, actually, we had this drink on our last season, and this is our hibiscus
margarita.
Hibiscus margarita. We'll share the link below because we had this drink on our last season.
That's right. So we'll share the link below for everyone to cheers. So let's have a little toast.
Toast, baby.
Cheers,
Thank you.
love.
Cheers. Yes. All right. Audience, how you like it?
I don't have a straw, but... So everyone that's in our audience is enjoying this today. We also have a mocktail because we have a few people that don't drink alcohol.
Correct.
So they have a mocktail version where we just make the hibiscus syrup and then use some fruity seltzer. But like I said, we're going to link all of that below for you guys to see that recipe. And we have an amazing recipe today, right, my love?
Oh my God,
what
yes, we do. Now, I'm not a taco person, but we have a keto, check this out, guys, keto taco soup.
Yum.
So this is an amazing recipe, and it's one of our clients' favorites.
That's right.
So if you are enjoying our show today, please, and you're live with us today, please, share.
Yeah, share with your friends.
Share with your friends. Share with your loved ones. That's right. That's right.
So, like my love said, today we're making a keto taco soup, and I'm very excited about this because this combines two of my favorite things to eat, which is tacos and soup. All right. So, with that being said, we're gonna get right into our episode today, and
I have here
you got the pan, baby. You're gonna be cooking it up.
So yeah, I'm gonna be your soup master chef.
Ooh, so we have our pan here heating up. Let's make sure that's hot. Okay.
Put the fire on, baby. Put the fire.
So for this, we've talked about this in our past shows, and last week we're going to be using some grass-fed beef. And again, like, you want to use grass-fed, grass-finished when possible. If you can't get it, that's perfectly okay. But this is going to have less hormones and be better for you, okay? So this soup is going to come together very easily. Mm-hmm. It's just a few ingredients and a few steps. So let me get this open for you, my love.
Thank you.
All right, so...
Come on, let's get
for
this
you guys watching at home, comment below. Let us know how you like... If, you know what I mean? We have this nice, beautiful fall weather.
Let's get this meat in
here. Maybe a little bit of avocado oil.
Avocado oil, okay.
That's right. So this is one of our preferred keto fats. And we're going to make sure that our pan is on high. That's good, baby. Okay. Just about a tablespoon or so. And here's your spoon, baby love. Here's your towel. And what we're going to do is that we're going to cook our ground beef. To that, we're going to add some chopped onion, right? You can use Spanish onion, white onion, red onion, whatever kind of onion you like.
Well, this is purple onion.
Well, it's called red, but it's purplish. It's in the red hue. We have some fresh garlic in there. And then we're going to season that with a little bit of salt.
Some may argue that point. Is it red? Is it purple?
Tomato, right? So... we're going to saute this up just until our meat is fully brown. Like my love said, we have a client who absolutely loves this recipe.
And I get to taste it all the time.
She gets it every week, so we get to enjoy it every single week. And again, we're combining basically, a taco, a ground beef taco is going to be creamy and cheesy with the concept of a soup, And I love soup. We now have this amazing fall weather. It's nice and brisk, so this is a great thing that you can take with you on a road, in a tumbler. You can have it as a quick meal. The whole family's gonna love this recipe. We absolutely assure it. So let it brown, baby.
Okay.
Let's make sure the fire is hot. Deja que se calienta ahí. All right. And That's already smelling amazing.
Recipe, yes,
all right?
it is.
So our pan will be hot here in a second.
I'm
Everything
just
will
giving you
brown
some
up.
extra love, my love.
The other ingredients I'm going to be putting in here is I'm going to be adding some bell pepper. You can use green bell pepper, red bell pepper. I have some yellow bell pepper. We're going to have some of these diced tomatoes that come with green chilies. One brand that's very popular is the Rotel tomatoes, which are diced tomatoes with green chilies, but there's other store brands that you can get. We're going to lose a little bit of our homemade taco seasoning, but even a store-bought taco seasoning is going to work. And we like things a little bit spicy, a little bit of heat in them. So we're gonna add a little bit of extra cayenne. If you don't like any heat or any extra spice, that's completely optional. You can omit it. That's gonna all come together at the end with some cream cheese.
I
It's gonna make
personally,
everything creamy and homogeneous.
I personally enjoy it with the.
You like it hot?
I enjoy it hot.
All right, so
Spicy.
like I said, this recipe does not take long to come together. Our meat is already browning. So with that, I'm gonna start to add our spices here so that we can bloom and develop those flavors. All right. Let's get this out the way.
How am I doing here, baby? How am I doing?
You're doing amazing, my love.
Am I handling this meat
I
well?
wouldn't have another sous chef ever. Now, so like my love said, the spices are now gonna sink into the meat, right? It has a little bit of the moisture that the ground beef gives off. A common misconception, when people do keto is they ask me a lot, is it okay to get the 80-20 beef or do I need to get lean protein? It's okay if you get 80-20 if the meat has more fat, but it's also okay if you get a leaner cut because this way we can add our own healthy fats into it. All right, so I'm gonna add my bell peppers here.
Ooh, those are pretty.
Yeah, right? And that's what we have in the fridge. We have some yellow, so that's what we're gonna go with. We also have
Now,
those
does
green
it
peppers
matter?
that Chris gave us.
Yeah, does it matter?
No, it's completely your preference. They
Is there
all work
a
the
difference in
same.
the flavor?
The green peppers have to have like a more grassy vegetable flavor than the red, yellow, and orange, which has more like of a citrusy, fruity flavor. But it's all going to be homogeneous and come together, so both will work amazing in the recipe.
Okay.
So I have here, like I said, we have our diced tomatoes with green chilies. We're gonna go ahead and add that, and the recipe will be linked when we're done. That's about a 10-ounce can there. So 1 pound of meat. All right, and now we're gonna get ready.
Heels in the kitchen.
So now we're gonna get our cream cheese ready. And that's the wonderful thing about this soup. And just cooking keto in general is very quick. It's not time consuming because you're not making a bunch of starchy vegetables or grains. So it's very easy and simple to throw dinner together in under 20 minutes. All right, even if you forgot to leave something out, you can go to the store and easily pick up a few ingredients.
So do you let that melt in, or you
let's
just
work it in, baby.
Work it in. Okay, let's work it in.
I love cream cheese. It's the basis of a bunch of keto recipes. So I know we have some questions that we've been collecting throughout the week. Our producer has a few questions for us that she's gonna hand over. I'm gonna do some Q&A with you guys. I'll take those from you, the Q&A cards. Thank you. All right. So we get questions throughout the week. If you guys have questions about keto, please feel free to comment below. We'll get those on the show. We'll make sure to answer your questions and bring them up. But this question comes to us today. It says, I want to try keto, but I don't think I can afford it. So this is a great question. Thank you so much. There's a big misconception that eating keto is expensive. It's actually not true. When you actually do keto the right way, you're going to be eating a lot less than you are when you're on a heavily carb diet. So while you might spend a little bit more on some quality ingredients, you're going to be eating less frequently. And so that's one way that you save money. So even if you can't afford organic, grass-fed, grass-finished meats or eggs or all of that, it's still cost-effective because when you do keto the right way, you eat like once, maybe twice a day. And so it's not that expensive at all. And the other thing I like to say, go ahead.
A lot of those ingredients, you have them, and they last. You don't use all the ingredients all at one dish.
You can definitely, you can
use them again.
You can stretch things out.
Them out.
Another thing to keep in mind is that, I know a lot of people like to treat themselves to things like nice bags or shoes or accessories, you know?
Yeah.
And you have to think of yourself as your most valued, high, most prized possession that you own. And so I compare sometimes eating to buying shoes, you know? Like, you might be able to get more shoes if you buy cheaper, but is that really better?
Well,
you know?
isn't there like a saying, health before wealth, nothing in between?
Exactly. So don't, even if you go out to eat and maybe, getting a good cut of fish or a good piece of steak or chicken with some vegetables is slightly more expensive than the carb loaded option, I think that you're worth it.
And it goes a long way.
Absolutely. Do we have some more questions? Thank you so much. So we have another question here, and our soup is coming together. Just like you. All right, so we have the cream cheese is all melted through and worked through, so I'm gonna add
what is this?
Some chicken stock.
Okay.
You can use some water and chicken bouillon if you have that at home as well.
What kind of chicken stock is that?
It's just regular unsalted chicken stock. Okay, it doesn't happen to be organic, but that would be preferable.
But it's unsalted.
It's unsalted, and that way we can control our own amounts of salt and sodium. And we're just gonna kind of heat this through until it becomes nice and homogeneous. So our next question that we have here today is, how much weight can I lose on keto?
Well, how much?
Well, that depends. It depends up to you. I personally lost 100 pounds on the ketogenic diet. I put back 80 pounds, lost it again. And during the COVID, shutdown, the lovely thing that we went through in 2020, I gained 42 pounds, eating a bunch of crap and, emotionally rewarding foods. But then I documented on our Instagram how I lost it in just 100 days.
Yes.
So the answer to this is you can lose a lot of weight. It depends how much weight you need to lose to be at a healthy weight. But one distinction that I want to make is that we focus a lot on overall weight loss, and you have to understand that when you lose weight, not only do you lose fat, you also lose muscle. So the thing that's important is how we lose weight, because there's so many things that you can do.
There can be an unhealthy way that you're losing weight.
Correct. There's so many things that we can do to lose weight, and depending on what strategy you use is going to determine how sustainable that weight loss is. If you just want to lose weight to go to a wedding or do a photo shoot, then by all means, there's so many things that you can try. You can do a water fast. You can do a master cleanse.
Correct.
The list goes on.
But is it the main thing that you want to do? The main focus is being healthy.
Absolutely.
And keeping the weight off.
And that's a great point.
And losing the weight is staying healthy and being fit.
That's right. That's a great point, my love, because many people think that you need to lose weight to get healthy, and it's actually the opposite that's true. By getting healthy, then losing weight is kind of a byproduct of that. So I talk a lot about how I lost 100 pounds on keto, but the truth is that I reduced inflammation all over my body at a cellular level, around my liver, around all of my vital glands, and that's what caused that exponential weight loss. Mm-hmm. So let's give our soup here a little taste, because it's starting to come together, and this way we'll know how we need to season it.
Okay, wait, that's pretty.
Is it hot, my love? Can you handle that?
I think I can handle heat. Delicious, baby.
So that needs a little bit of seasoning.
And I did this.
That's right. That's actually how it goes down. That's actually how it goes down at home. All right, I'm the keto master chef, but if anybody knows what it means to be a sous chef, it basically means that you do all the work.
Oh, wait.
You see, you do all the work, and the chef gets the credit.
There you go.
This is gonna
Mix it all in there.
Amazing.
It's a big party in that bowl right here.
Like I said, this is a great thing to make ahead. You could take this with you when you go out camping. Like, if you go for a nice brisk hike, you can put it in a thermos, and then at the top of your hike when you're overlooking the mountains, wherever you happen to be.
A nice rainy day like it was today.
That's right. That's
morning,
right. And
afternoon.
I have a motto, which is never too cold for. It's never too cold for ice cream, and it's never too hot for soup. So even though a nice fall day or winter day makes it great,
very comforting.
Anytime is good for a good bowl of soup. On that note, right? Cheers, baby. Is that good?
Yeah.
Are you enjoying?
Yeah. Cheers. Oh,
salud.
So we have our Mythbusters or
another Q&A. All right, we have another question coming in.
Question.
Ooh, this is a good one. What does that say, baby?
Oh, is keto safe?
This is a great question that we get a lot. Okay, so if you saw our show last week, if you didn't, go check it out because we made some cod fritters, some bacalaitos. So you definitely want to check that out. But we talked about how
the bacalaitos without the bacalao.
They have to watch the episode to figure that out. So, is keto safe? So many people don't know this, but every baby that's in a mother's womb, no matter what the mother eats, is in a ketogenic diet, okay? And when the baby is born, if the baby is nursed naturally with breast milk, which is, what's most humanly appropriate, breast milk is also 100% ketogenic. And the reason for that is that every atom in our body is made up of fat and cholesterol. Our brains are 90% fat. And so eating fat is extremely appropriate. The thing about it is that not all fats are created equal. Most of the fats that you get out on the market, with these seed oils, these vegetable oils, are processed, synthetic, and not good for you at all. Like corn oil, vegetable oil, soybean oil has become extremely popular. That's what most restaurants are using because it's cost effective. And canola oil, grapeseed oil, and on and on. What you want to use is healthy fats. And to drive the point home here about what keto is safe, I've been asking this conundrum to people for years, and no one seems to have an answer to me. But I ask people all the time. Name one thing that is safe for an infant and not safe for an adult. All right? You can't think of one. If something is safe for an infant, if ketogenic is safe for an infant or a newborn baby, then it's absolutely going to be safe for any adult. Also, I myself have been practicing keto for 4 years. I follow many people in the community, keto community that have been doing keto for 6-10 years. And before modern processed foods and refrigeration and modern what we call civilization, for thousands of years, people pretty much ate keto. Before agriculture and farming, people hunted, fished. And they ate what they caught. Before they
even know it was keto.
Absolutely.
Like me.
Absolutely. So keto is absolutely safe, absolutely an appropriate human diet for any child as well as any adult. All right?
Hey, baby, I think
we have one more question coming up. Thank you so much. We have one last question coming up before we get to our Keto Mythbuster section, and that is...
What is the Keto Flu?
What is the Keto Flu? So... we get a lot of questions about this. Oftentimes, we can cut that off.
Yeah, I think it's pretty much.
So oftentimes, when people start keto, this doesn't happen for everyone. Like I've done 3 keto transformations. I never experienced what's called the keto flu, but many of my clients and people that we've worked with over the years have. Not everyone does. And so what the keto flu is technically is kind of like when you deprive, people rely on carbs as their food source. So when you all of a sudden deprive your body of that energy source, it has a little moment of figuring out what to do. In the presence, if you're consuming healthy fats, right, because you're trying to get into ketosis, you're going to have that fat. But for many people, they call it a kind of like a keto flu. It's not really you being sick, but really what it is, and many doctors that I follow believe that what the keto flu is kind of like a carb withdrawal. If you've been on any type of, drug or alcohol or a controlled substance for a period of time, and then you all of a sudden rapidly decrease or stop using that, there's going to be a level of withdrawal for that. So depending...
Like stop drinking coffee.
Exactly.
Okay.
So if you're someone who is used to drinking 2 liters of soda a day, going to Cheesecake Factory every single week and eating lots and lots of carbs, when you all of a sudden stop consuming those carbs, there's going to be a little period of adjustment in your body when you might feel a little crappy. This could last as little as a day. For some people, it lasts up to a week. But once you get through it and your body adjusts and then it realizes, hey, I can live off of fat. I can get energy off of fat. Just as we have Adrian watching. Thank you so much, Adrian. The recipes are going to be linked below. So thank you for commenting and joining us here today. But again, once you get to that period of withdrawal, what's considered a keto flu, and you get fully into ketosis and your body realizes that you can use fat as energy, then you kind of thrive. You have energy all the time, better mental focus, better sleep.
Yeah, I don't think I experienced that keto flu either.
Yeah, it doesn't happen to everyone.
Know that.
It depends. Yes. It depends on
other keto recipes for soup. Adrian wants to know we have other keto recipes
absolutely.
for soup.
So we have an amazing broccoli cheddar soup that's in our cookbook. So if you don't have that, comment below and we'll get you a copy of that.
Absolutely.
And soup is one of those great things that, depending on what you put in it, is extremely keto friendly. If you rely on high quality proteins, stay away from the starchy vegetables like potato. You can substitute cauliflower instead of potato in any soup. Asparagus, kale. Is a great way. Spinach. So absolutely, any leafy green will work great.
Absolutely.
As well as any cruciferous vegetable like Brussels sprouts sliced up. They'll wilt with the heat. It'll be absolutely amazing. So
thank you, Adrian.
Thank you for that, and happy Sunday to you.
Happy Sunday.
So we're almost getting ready to taste our soup, but before we do that, we're gonna have now our Keto Mythbusters. So this is a weekly segment that we're doing. And it's sponsored by our main sponsor for our show this season, as well as our video production company 317 Marketing and Media. So shouts out to them, the pilot, La Dama O,
our producer. Shout out.
So this is our Keto Mythbuster for today, and the Keto Mythbuster that we have is about exogenous ketones. All right, a lot of people are buying these exogenous ketones that you can take ketones in a pill, and thank you. And do they help you get into ketosis? So I happen to know personally a lot of people who sell these exogenous ketones, and a lot of companies has become wildly.
Yeah, you do get a lot of those coming in and requesting.
You get a lot of people who are coaches, are keto coaches, and the way that they coach you is by selling you some exogenous ketones. So I'm here to tell you, I'm not here to say that they're dangerous or unsafe, but they're not necessary at all to do keto the right way. One of the beautiful things about keto is that you actually don't need any products and other than food,
all than what we eating.
other than whole foods. Now there are some products that you could benefit from in keto, depending on let's say where your multi-minerals, where you are in terms of you might need a multi-mineral and vitamin when you begin. And the reason for that is just because when we're on a carb-loaded diet, we don't really have good gut bacteria health. So sometimes as you get into keto, you might want to supplement some a good multi-mineral and vitamin just to help you with that transition and the gut health.
Is that like a probiotic?
A probiotic, or good quality, magnesium, different essential vitamins. Just because you're not used to absorbing that from your food due to your poor gut health. But once you're in ketosis, you definitely don't need to buy any products. And the way that these ketones work is that they promise you all this extra energy and mental focus. That comes just by being in ketosis. Ketosis means that you're no longer using carbs for energy. Your body is now using fat for energy. Similar to when you were an infant. Similar to when you were a baby that was breastfed. Your body's using fat for energy. And so that's once you make that transition, you're no longer on a carb or sugar diet, and you're on a fat, healthy fat, ideally, diet, and you're in ketosis. You don't need any of this. Another thing is that people take these products and then they'll take a test like a breath strip or a pee strip to see if they're in ketosis. The fact that you have ketones in your breath or in your blood or in your pee doesn't mean that you're in ketosis. Okay. In fact, there's a lot of people that buy these pee strips or breath strips. They're not really necessary either. The reason for that is that when you're first getting into ketosis, your body doesn't know what to do with the ketones. So you're going to have an excess of ketones in your urine, in your blood, even in your breath. And so when you first get into ketosis, your body doesn't know that it's yet running on fat. So you're going to have
confused.
Yeah. So you actually excrete. You pee out these excess ketones. Once you get into ketosis, you're not going to pee them out because your body's now going to use them for energy. So once you're actually in ketosis, you could be taking these tests and not knowing that, and thinking that you're not in ketosis, that you're not having enough fat, and that's not entirely true at all. So that's why I wanted to debunk this myth. And, to anyone that's taking ketones and you're happy with the products that you're buying, more power to you. We're in no judgment zone. But for people who are wondering if this is something they need to buy to do keto properly, you absolutely do not need to buy any products, especially ketones, to be doing. And the fact that you're taking these products doesn't actually mean that you're in ketosis. Ketosis is a physiological state when your body no longer uses carb or sugar for energy and instead uses fat for energy. All right, so I think that we're about ready to taste our soup.
The questions are excellent.
Absolutely.
Actually. If you have any more questions, please
comment below, send us a message.
Send us messages, yes.
And you might have your question right here live on our show. All right.
I'm gonna get the bowls ready, my love.
Well, first we're gonna taste this. Okay, and again, you can make this as loose as you want. We like it kind of like a stew, a little bit creamy. And then we're going to garnish this. We have here some sour cream, all right, just to add some richness and cut through the heat. And then we're going to also garnish this with some avocado.
Love that.
You can garnish this any way you like. You can add some raw onions on top. You can add some shredded cheddar cheese on top for some more keto goodness.
So don't let my clients see this because they're going to be jelly, okay? Because they don't get the AVO avocado.
The avocado, no. Well, absolutely. You can add some scallions on top. It's a nice, fresh onion pop. And, okay, so I'm just going to put a little bit of avocado in here. Little chunks of avocado. Let's put a lot of chunks.
This hibiscus drink came out really
good.
Yes, really good.
Well, if you like it might be good.
It's free, right, baby?
Yeah, it's free. It's free if you like it. All right, we're gonna give our soup a taste.
Thank you. Whoop whoop for the sous chef here.
For luck. How is that, my love?
We need to do the keto mambo dance for this one. Really good.
My tongue is sensitive. It's my instrument, so.
It's really yum. I can taste the heat. Yeah.
And the avocado.
All right.
We bring it to life. So let's put it for our camera.
We're gonna make another dish.
All right.
We're gonna plate it up really nice and pretty.
I think we need another taste of that, baby.
Yeah.
Here you go, man.
Yeah.
This is the only way to quiet someone. All right, so as you can see, we have our beautiful keto taco soup with avocado, sour cream, and that is yummy.
That is.
So we're about to feed our live to the audience. But before we do that, we're going to recap our recipe today. We made a keto taco soup. We started with some ground beef, onions, and garlic. We sauteed that till the meat was brown. Then we added some taco seasoning, which you can make your own homemade taco seasoning or buy a store-bought one. We added a little bit of cayenne pepper just to bring up the heat in it. Then we added some diced tomatoes with green chilies, some yellow bell peppers. You can use any type of bell peppers that you prefer. And then some cream cheese. Whatever kind of peppers you like. Some cream cheese to make it nice and creamy and homogeneous. And then we finish that off with some chicken stock. You can use some bouillon and water as well. And there you have it. That's how we made our soup. And then to top it off, we just did some sour cream, some avocado. You can put scallions, raw onions, shredded cheddar cheese.
Listen, you can dress it up. Make it nachos.
You can even get some keto nachos. There's recipes abound online
Make
for
it
that.
A little crunch up
or you
there.
can buy some corn or some low carb tortillas if they offer that in your store, like a Whole Foods or Sprouts or whatever, or online at Amazon. You can get some low carb tortillas and fry them up into nice little strips.
Yeah.
So you're not limited, but you're only limited by your imagination.
That's it. Listen, you can go wild and out with this one. But anyway, if you liked our recipe today, please hit that like and share this video. Please also comment below, hit that notification bell so that way you would be notified when our next live video comes on.
That's right.
Thank you for viewing our live today. We expect you to come back next Sunday.
We have another amazing recipe. And listen, also follow us on Instagram at Keto Cooking with Love so you can see more content, more recipes, stuff throughout the week. You can chime in with your questions. Like I said, you can get your question featured right here. And here you have our keto taco soup. We've absolutely enjoyed having you today. So in the words of Vincent Van Gogh,
what's done in love is done well.
Peace. Happy Sunday.